also unmistakable in sight, but bears a new name. Welcome to Northwest Stadium here in Landover, Maryland. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Buffalo Bills and the Washington Commanders. On the visiting sideline, the Bills and their head coach. They've been playing some of their best football, winning 8 of their last 10 games. On the opposing sideline, head coach of the Commanders, Dan Quinn. His guys coming off the bye week, so we'll keep an eye on it, Brock. Maybe a small advantage to them.
Wait, only 50?
To that. Kate Scott, Brock Huard in the booth with you. Excited for this one. It's going to be punter Ryan Stonehouse who gets this thing underway. And we're off and running from Landover. For the Commanders offense, headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jayden Daniels.
As you take the field coming off of a real late season bye, you just want to maximize what last week was all about. Making sure that physically, mentally, emotionally you're recharged so you can go attack the final stretch of this season.
They'll throw first play here with Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long. Third and long for him here. It's caught. It's McLaurin downfield. He takes it down to the 33. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
That's a statement throw right there. It's a statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
This time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the Bills' 39-yard line.
Play action now with Daniels. He's trying to push the field. He's got it inside the 10. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Here's Robinson. And now right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Throw is caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Daniels hit. He lost the football. But it looks like someone from the Commanders got to that one. They'll keep the football. Well, they scramble back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got 4th down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, but here come the special teams, and now they got to be special. All in all, Kate, we call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
We're going to play later on today as the Lions against the Buccaneers.
The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. On the return, it's Jalen Noel. Escapes the defender. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're led out by one of the faces of this sport, Brock, a one-of-one quarterback who graduated from humble beginnings in Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
And when we look back at last week's win, Kate, pretty easy to see those 4 touchdowns. Have more of an impact on the game than the 1 interception he threw. Wasn't quite perfect. I'm sure that pick will nag at him, but you'd welcome an encore of everything else he was doing in that ball game.
And he works his way for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd
Look
and
at you,
6.
look pretty.
It's Allen out of the pistol.
I heard you did awesome.
And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Yep, show me.
Gates on
No,
that one.
show me.
And that's good for a Buffalo first.
Sweet, I like it.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
New set of downs
Cool.
for him. They'll start at the 38. First down throw for Allen. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Left side into the hands of Shakir. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
They run it. It's the rookie out of Michigan State. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down.
You felt that the second this play bounced toward the outside, this defense responded. They pounced. That was their chance to get to him before he could get the couple of inches he needed for a first down.
He connects downfield. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills pull ahead 6-3 in the first. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level, because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Commanders and Brian Robinson Jr. running back on now. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
At the 45-yard line.
Now Daniels off the play action. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
First and 10, Erlander Robinson. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Into the hands of Elijah Moore. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. Easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
It's caught by McLaurin, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
At the 30-yard line.
From the gun, it's Daniels. To the right side is Conroy Samuel. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 7-3 is our score. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Commanders ball as we get back for the second, and they're thinking points. They've got a man in motion. On first down, here's Daniels. Short pass brought in. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense.
What'd you leave?
Guys up front, and give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Throwing now, Daniels. Has it down close. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That's good for Washington. First down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Robinson does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Again, it's Robinson. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take a 2nd quarter lead. Right there to tack on the point after. And the Commanders push their lead to 3.
Commanders 10. Bills 7.
The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Strong with the return. He dodged the tackle. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Allen on the play action. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
On first down, they'll run. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. The Bills with a punt team out there.
Jartavius Martin there.
Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely, and that'll be a touchback. Dan Quinn sending his Commanders out for another drive. And they sure looked clean throwing that football the last drive, didn't they? That's something we've seen from them early in games throughout this season, Brock.
Sure has been part of their game plan. Get that passing game going early, pick up some mo, while both teams get established. Most weeks, well, we've seen it pay some pretty good dividends for them, too.
And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up. Man, he got absolutely crunched behind that line, and as he peels himself up off the ground, Brock, got to be looking around for who missed that block and allowed that hit to happen.
It's not too often you get a clean shot at somebody right in the backfield. He was not passing up that opportunity.
And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that's good for a Washington first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Daniels hit, he lost the football. And it looked like a Bill got it. And they can't add anything after that recovery, partner, but they do take possession of the football.
This is exactly what you want out of your defense. If they're not going to secure the ball on offense, and they're going to give you a shot at it, go punch that ball loose and get a body on it for the recovery.
The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And he already has a passing touchdown in this game. As you can see, that's what he's done with regularity all year, sitting among the NFL leaders in that category. First down now, ball at the 33. Plowing up the middle. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Bills have a first down.
First down, Bills.
Play action now with Allen. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
They can touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for second and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
So the incompletion on first. Here is second and goal. Let's come in here. Allen. And this is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills parlay the turnover into a lead. Basson for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Bills take a 4-point lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. This one left for Daniels. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Well, that run may not have moved the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
And Daniels with a smart business decision, sliding down after getting that first.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Daniels from the pistol. Running out route complete. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The game gets this down inside the 35. First down now, ball at the 33. Play action now, Daniels. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills take over as he records his 10th career INT. All right, Bills to the line now. First and 10. Throwing now on first down, Allen. This is reeled in by Joshua Palmer. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Allen now on first down. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face second down. Back to the air, Allen. Finds him over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. To the air again. Allen. Completed over the middle. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now in goal to go. Allen setting up play action. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now it'll be second and goal.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a third one's coming at some point.
So the incompletion on first. Here's second and goal. Again, Allen to the air. To the end zone, but incomplete. That play is going to force third and goal.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Third and goal. Defense electing to play this from the nickel. To throw again, it's Allen. This is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills grow their lead just before halftime. Bass on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bills drive their lead to 11.
Commanders 10.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Returnable from the 1. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Commanders all set to regain possession. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes first and 10. Shaking off the pit quickly. Who's going to throw? Oh, no, he lost control of another one. But it looks like someone from the Commanders got to that one. They'll keep the football. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. If I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. The Bills going to go ahead and call their first time out. Here comes Bryce Baringer to handle the fourth down punt. Starts the return at the 34. And his return's going to leave him enough time for 2, maybe even 3 plays before the half. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. They still have access to a pair of timeouts, a little time left as well, so points very much in play here. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Wow, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. And the Commanders might be able to get some points late after the interception. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
And what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off. Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Hits him on the out route. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. The kick by Roddy's good. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
And with that one, you're going to see some salty, foul moves in that locker room. You hate all turnovers. But that one led to 3 points, and you hate those even more.
So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
And they're on the 35-yard line.
It's going to be the play that takes us to halftime. One final shot before the half. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. Well, apologies to our buddy Scott Hansen. We're going to catch up with you after this one, Scott. We're going to jump past halftime, get you right back to the start of the second half. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. No to return this. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give to Cook, running left. He'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line of gain. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Back to the well again. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
1st and 10. Here's Allen. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Allen on 3rd and short. He steps in and makes the interception. Quan Martin with the pick. And the Commanders will take over as he records his first interception of our season. They worked hard to halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. And again, it's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions. It made this 3rd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Finally caught, and he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Bills. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know, we could go down on that field and ask any player about the first lessons they learned in the game of football, and almost every one of them, Kate's going to say the same thing. Ball security. I bet he could even hear his old high school coach's voice in his ears right now, telling him next time, you got to hang on to it better.
And he's out of bounds, up close to the opposing 40. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Bills have a 1st down.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. 1st down throw for Allen. Spade over the middle. He works it down to the 37. Marshawn Lattimore up for the secondary for the stop.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Buffalo 1st.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Allen gonna throw again. He has the Buffalo touchdown. The Bills grow their lead off the turnover. Basson for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills lead by 15 now.
Commanders 13.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Dan Quinn sending his Commanders out for another drive. They lost it in enemy territory their last time out. Never a spot you want to fumble. So I imagine, Brock, it's going to be 2 hands on the football as they return to the field. Connecting with his back here, Swift. He's at midfield. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Right on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders get it back to within 1 score.
Commanders 20.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Noel to return this. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Cook trying this one off the gun. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Allen setting up to throw. It is Cook, left side. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 7 yards on that pickup. And the Bills have a 1st down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
On 1st down, Allen. Short pass brought in. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Play action now with Allen. He completes it in traffic. And that short gain is enough for a new set of down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver cheap plays, too.
And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Pickup of 17. That's good for a Buffalo 1st.
You hear about basketball on grass so much more of the space and speed coming to the NFL game. That play's so indicative of it. Get that point guard in the open field and let him do his thing.
Pulled in by his back, Cook. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And this is going to be a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills lead by 14. Bass on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills lead by 15 now.
Commanders 20.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. Good work so far. He's got room. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. Well, Brock, it only took them one play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. New set of downs for them from the 31. Daniels on 1st down. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. Now he takes it. A good business decision there as he covers up at the end of it. Give him around 7 and give this offense now 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Daniels now. Loses it again. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And from where that fumble came from, zero chance they were going to turn a profit on that play, right? But at least they did get it back. The Commanders ready for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return.
First and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Now Allen off the play action. Finds his fullback. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. The Bills hold both the football and a solid lead here as they try to close this out. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Blitz coming here. Allen. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. This is the type of performance a former quarterback, just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing them.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Finds him over the middle. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And the Bills have a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Shakir with the grab. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Throwing here, Allen. And this is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Right on the edge of the goal line for 1st and goal, and I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a 1st down pass play can and certainly was effective.
Hill now to return it. This makes it up to the 25. The Commanders set to take over. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they have played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't pertinent to this game maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
Throwing on 1st down. Daniels hits him on the out route. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
On the move, hit it right. And this one does not go far.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on downs.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Looking from the gun, it's Allen. This one's quickly to Shakir. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
They'll run now on 2nd down. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down. Now Allen. Looking for the commander's rush. Brings him down. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest. And that one forces a 4th down. Bass's kick is good. And their lead grows further to 25 points.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach.
Yeah,
because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Okay.
Jukes away from one. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that 1st down run.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Lofts it deep right side. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing 3rd down. Here he is on 3rd and short. And he's off him up there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
They'll run it with Robinson. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
I think sometimes you hear 4th and 2 and it sounds like it's short. But what if I said 4th and 6 feet? That's a little bit more, and it takes a surge just like that to get it done.
Going to the ground again on 1st. He scampers ahead for about 4. It's 2nd down now.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Out of the gun, Daniels. That's him on the quick hitter. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. It's caught. Pearsall has it. And they make the tackle at the 38. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Washington, 1st down.
Daniels now on 1st down. Throwing the out route complete. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
There's no negatives ever on a great sheet for a completion. That's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
So we're ready to give to Swift. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that 1st down. Picks up 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Daniels keeps it himself. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
On first down, here's Daniels. Wow, it's free again! But it looks like someone from the Commanders got to that one. They'll keep the football. Still their football, but need to make some progress here. This is 2nd and long. Daniels. He set up the screen here to Swift. Cuts his way through a tackle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. The Commanders take a timeout. It's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He'll get this to Samuel. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east to west routes, just get that first down on these critical 3rd down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
The Bills and Khalil Shakir headed out on offense now. They can march onto the field triumphant conquerors, Brock. This game has been dominant, and they've afforded a chance to end it as they now see fit.
So I guess the only question, Kate, are they satisfied with this score, or would their victory be just a little sweeter with one final push for points?
Look at you. Okay, well, I feel like most coaches would say run it out, but you're right. There are others who want to take every shot they get.
It would certainly make for some more entertaining sports talk radio this week in the market.
No doubt. They'll try the right side with Cook. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. So the Bills fight their way to a win on the road. Well, quite the streak of wins that they have ripped off as of late, Brock, and that continues this week.
Is my math right? Is that 5?
So look at you shocking everybody. Yes, that is 5 straight after.